Hello and welcome! Silrace here with World of Warcraft Classic. So, I wanna briefly talk about a leveling add-on here right now. I wanna recommend Guidelime if you want to level a character fast and efficiently from, whatever level you already have the character at to the max level. Before I go any further, I will have to mention that this is not a sponsored video. Not at all. I do not have any affiliation with Guidelime, or I do not make plugins for it, or the leveling guides, anything of the sort. However, just for personal amusement, because these are add-ons I have never actually personally used before, so I was like, let's try a few, because I have a couple different characters at different level brackets. I have an Alliance character, actually couple at different level brackets. I have a couple Horde characters at different level brackets. So I went ahead and installed a bunch of different leveling add-ons, one after the other, tested them out, see how they work, how they function, and how easily they break. That was the most important aspect to me, was, well, for one, the leveling speed, like how much does it ease your leveling. And note that I am talking about leveling add-ons here. I am not talking about some add-on which adds like quest icons on your map. I am talking about an actual leveling icon which you can see on the screen there on the right side right now, which actually tells you step by step what you are supposed to be doing and so on. So, I looked at a few, and I am not gonna name anything else but Guidelime, because so far my experience is that this thing is the best. I don't know for a fact that it is the fastest, because most of the stuff here is modular. You pick up one of the leveling plugins, which are leveling routes created by other folks as plugins to the add-on. And that modularity, for one, helps a lot, because you can look through that, essentially look through that leveling list beforehand, before you decide that, hey, this is a route I want to take, if you are into that sort of thing. But it also means that if you have like a favorite guy who does this sort of, guides, you can just pick his guide. If he has made a Guidelime plugin, obviously. Now, why do I still think this is the best, even though I'm not sure this is the fastest or the most efficient, because that obviously depends on the leveling plugin you go with, the actual route you take. It is, simply put, because so far my experience is that Guidelime has been the hardest one to break. What I mean by that is, I have been able to pick up any of my characters, load Guidelime plugin, even try out a couple different plugins, and the add-on has been very easy to just, plug and play. Like, a starting point here, if I don't want to do one step or another, or I have a different way to do that step, I just checkbox it off the damn list right away and move on to the next bit. Whereas there are some of these add-ons where I have found it really easy to break them. Either my character was at a level bracket where the, whole thing just didn't really kick off that well, or it had no way to skip steps which I either didn't want to do or somehow could not even complete, depending on variety of aspects. A good example of this is like those homing robot things, the Oglethorpe homing robots, because there might be a quest which decides, hey, you need to pick this up, like right now, and then do the quest. Don't leave this zone until you have done this quest, that sort of thing. Whereas, if you have already done that quest, the add-on might have not picked that up. That is an example. Might not hold true for all of them, and so on, but that is an example. So far, that has not been a problem with Guidelime at all, with any of the Guidelime plugins. So, my hearty recommendation, if you are looking for a leveling add-on to get you from level 1, or whatever level you are, to max level, efficiently, fairly quickly, and so on, pick up Guidelime and install one of the plugins. And let me remind you that this is not a sponsored video in any shape or form. This is just me talking about Guidelime because after some personal testing for some personal amusement, this one was by far the best. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening, and I am not gonna provide direct link to Guidelime because I am not affiliated with Guidelime. You're gonna have to look that up for yourself. And also thank you to everybody you know, who works for this add-on and makes plugins for it and so on. Thank you very much. So far, so good. Hopefully it stays that way after I experiment a little further with it. As said, thank you very much for watching and listening.